Thanks very much, Mark. Indeed, the first Betway ODI International between us.
The daytime. The South African lineup is a formidable one. De Kock, Bavuma. Yeah, good afternoon to, or morning, good afternoon to everyone. Australia, they've got
some confidence after the mauling they took in the 3 T20 internationals down in Durban, and always fancied that role. And Quinton de Kock returning for his last home series in #1 ODI bowler. Josh Hazlewood returns, having missed out. We're underway here. Betway ODI International #1. Hazlewood to de Kock.
I suppose both teams are kind of looking for some really flat surfaces, maybe even ones that fancy the
surfaces they hold up later. Decent carry through to Carey.
Yeah, I think that will be an early assessment.
Oh. Superstar Hazlewood begins with a maiden.
The over.
Eenigste pijnlijke ervaring is.
Mevrou wat nog net 2 keer die bal weg vir Australië oop.
Stifle shot, probably pitched outside leg.
Well, that one may be dying a little bit in the surface.
Beautiful stroke. Even then, he was almost deceived by the in movement.
For something positive, Hazlewood, and that would be a wicket. But equal to the task, de Kock.
Oh, down. Punched in the air off the back foot by Bavuma.
Quite need to commit to a bit of a dive. He could have got 2 hands.
In the air, over short fine leg and away for 4. An alteration in length from Hazlewood as he went short, and de Kock, well, start with a great deal of conviction. To Markram. Oh, the edge found. Good piece of bowling from Zampa. Let's see that. This will test the pace of the outfield. Still quick enough.
That would have been as easy in a catch as you could get. Just off the knee of the...
Dragged down, pummeled away out over mid-wicket to vacant space and away for 4.
Here on in the over, classic leg spinner for Temba Bavuma.
Yeah! Big appeal for LBW, gone. Hurried through. It was almost...
Impact is umpire's call. Wickets missing. Thank you. I'll go back to Alauddin.
Referral is a very good one. Lands of Cameron Green. Sweetly driven through cover for 4. Shot of the day.
Yeah, this is an exquisite shot. It's into a strong position. Over pitched, yes, but still a little bit on the up.
Edged. Oh, it's away again. Bonus runs for South Africa. They need these desperately. An element of fortune in the boundary for Bavuma, but he...
To get past slip and run away for another boundary. Welcome runs.
Driven through the covers again, as gloriously as the previous for 4.
He's not quite settled into his lines and lengths. But
Markram. Oh, and has he given it a... Carey will catch this. And does, and Markram's flattered to deceive somewhat.
Then I remember thinking, I wonder if Markram he missed out on this one because of the drag down. He likes to go after it. They have 70 on the board.
And now he's so vitally important to the South African court.
In this format as well, the ODI cricket, and
there's one of those strokes. Terrific.
Said he just got it back of a length, just opens up those shoulders.
Excellent. What about that? That's why I call it thrilling. He's
Allowing the ball to come to him, hitting it under his eyes.
big difference really in the modern game with physical strength and
Out.
heck of a shot. Oh, he can wrap that up, pack it in the hold and got him, done him, Marcus Stoinis. It keeps low, it's horrible.
And the off-start cartwheeling out the ground. Henrik Larsson, he has to make way for 14. South Africa 97 for 4.
Stoinis with the new ball, swing it, go past the outside edge. Here he knows, slightly off.
Sean Pollock pointed out that's unplayable. If that's a tad straighter, he said he's dead. Well, in a counter-attacking mood, of course.
But, because this is basically first-class batting out here. Yes, we're going to need it. Good running by Temba.
That's out, the thinnest of edges, and a very brief stay for David Miller.
Faintest of edges through to the wicket keeper. Miller goes for naught. South Africa 100 for 5.
So we're now into what you'd call the lower order. I wouldn't call Marco Jansen the tail, not by any means, but adapted to the surface by hitting all the right.
Yeah, he's...
But they're not able to do it. Lovely balance from Temba Bavuma, who's surely playing a cap.
Yeah, he's in his Temba Bavuma. He's got a grasp for.
Now Jansen creaming one through square cover. So 2 moments sort of hugely positive for the batsman and the... Oh. Quite right, one of you was saying it. Oh, well, it's a good 50. All credit to Temba Bavuma. That's not been easy, particularly that he's played some lovely strokes. He's
understood the conditions, he's understood that...
What sit is that? Cool, there's the... Well, I'm going to say the shot of the day. Perhaps it is.
Green at the start of his run-up before he started this over. Back in the crease, Green has gone full. And it's an easy flow of the...
Oh, fingertips. Away for 4, it was crisp. And the skipper has palmed it over the bar for 4.
One delivery to go in the over and as risk as possible.
Oh my word, he's given it away, has he? No, says umpire Palika. They'll have a look. Carey's quickly down the wicket to Zampa.
Seems to
Where's the ball headed?
pitching in line. Impact is outside. Thank you. I'll go back to Alauddin on field.
So that in the
Alauddin,
end. And as such, oh, it's a good shot. That's cut square and cut beautifully for 4. Excellent play.
Where you absolutely have to pounce when something is on offer. And
There you go. Cut away. Nicely placed by Jansen. My word, that's beautiful timing. He tends to get on the front foot, but he just rocked back at the last minute.
there's absolutely nothing wrong with that in the context of the game.
Oh my word, it's gone through everything. It's undone Carey, the big stroke from Bavuma, and 4 bonus runs by way of buys for South Africa. And up comes the 150.
I mean, it kind of bounced normally. It may be a static.
Oh, done him. Hazelwood provides. It's nipped back a little bit. He was always leg side of the ball. He might have got something on it. He looks disappointed, and so he should, because it's been a good hand from...
Has got a goal. Played a good hand of 32 or 40 deliveries.
But now Bavuma's found the gap, and actually it's a much quicker outfield than it looks. That green is a bit... Well, it's not as lush as you might think it is. Good timing.
That's his body position, and then just transfers use those different ways to get there.
Oh, well, that is the end of Gerald Coetzee. There you go. Again, Temba Bavuma will look and wonder. It's quite hard to play. Short series. Oh, that'd be very handy. 4 freebies.
Yeah, fortunate runs for South Africa. But they'll take.
Oh, wow. That's the spin and bounce that we saw out of the middle when he was warming up, and we were impressed that that's gone through at a waist high past the key.
To chase that goes gradient towards the zoo.
Bolin again, low bounce. That's extremely difficult to
end. Working a real treat. Keshav Maharaj getting a South Africa 182 for 8.
Oh, has he edged it? Yes, he has. He's given out. It was a little bit of a juggle from Carey, but you heard the sound in the stump mic.
And it just goes across him, takes the edge, and it's a good shuffle. An eventual grab by Carey in the end.
Join his skipper, who's been in there throughout, and South Africa at big appeal and gone. First ball. He refers immediately, but it looks likely that
Okay,
he
ball is
hasn't.
very
It's
close to
looking,
the bat. Can we have a try, please?
fairly adjacent. 4th ball of the over. He goes down the ground over the top for 4. He got the era he wanted. He picked it.
He had to deal with the cramp. It's the same again today. Have a look at that. He smacks it, and after he smacked it, all of a sudden
Swung away behind square. 4 more. Defiance from Bavuma.
yeah, it's fantastic batting this from Temba Bavuma.
It's the big hit over mid-wicket that goes for 6. Beautifully picked up the variation in length, and Bavuma has smashed it onto the banks.
He picks the length, does Bavuma. It's the googly, and he deposits it.
He goes big. Has he found the gap? Yes, he has. That is a brilliant 100 from South Africa's captain. It's the 5th of his career, his 2nd in this Bloemfontein crowd.
Yeah, it's been an exceptional innings from South Africa's captain, Temba Bavuma. He's held this innings together. He's got South Africa over 200. They've got something to work with, and he's not.
Happy to walk the single and leave Ngidi just 1 ball remaining in this Zampa over.